I want to thank the chairman and thank the ranking member. You know, one of the greatest privileges we have as American citizens is the right to determine the direction of our country every 2 to 4 years. The great American experiment, which is closing in on our 250th birthday, has proved that this right for all Americans, regardless of class, religion, race, or creed. However, many of our citizens who are overseas find it difficult to participate in the state and local and federal elections, particularly among our U.S. service members. And as a veteran myself, I find it critical that we give every opportunity for our military members to register for elections. That is why the Uniformed and Overseas Citizens Absentee Voting Act and the Federal Voting Assistance Program are necessary to ensure that service members who want to have their vote have the ability to actually vote. Now, I'm going to ask you just a couple quick questions. I'm the last one to ask questions. So, Director and Dr. Clark, what metrics does the Federal Voting Assistance Program use to determine if the efforts to provide the opportunity for military and overseas voters to vote are successful? You can both go. It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Representative Carey. So we look at the awareness of the program and the awareness of folks' ability to utilize the tools and resources available to them. We also ask the voting assistance officers how well the materials that we provided, both the book itself and the online presence, if that was a useful tool for them. And we usually get ratings in the 90s of people finding it useful as they're delivering voting assistance.
Let me ask you, because you pointed to that book a couple of times, and I know that we on this committee have tried to been making sure that we modernize the way things are done. The online presence with the information that's in the book is readily available to everybody, correct?
Correct, and it's up to date. This book is printed every 2 years because we want to make sure that we have something out there for folks who may not have internet access or having a voting assistance or voting registration drive. They can refer to the book, but the online information is updated real time. So you may have an election office who in a particular Ohio county that changes their address, and we can get that updated on the website.
So has FVAP increased its outreach and education to the U.S. service members overseas, in your opinion?
We continually seek out new ways to reach out to folks that would fit and target folks directly, especially that 18 to 24-year-old cohort.
Okay. So let me ask the director and doctor, how many early prior to an election are the UCAVA ballots sent to service members? How many are usually sent out? Do you have any idea? So
in the 2022 election, I believe there were 754,000 sent out. In 2020 election, 1.2 million ballots were sent out to military and overseas voters.
And what's usually the time frame that the service members would get those ballots?
So depending on when they use the form, they say if they want the ballot to be delivered to them by mail or email, or if a state has an online server that they can download it from. So that's the voter's choice on how they want to receive that. So the states have to provide the ballots 45 days before a election for federal office. So they'll put it either in the mail or they'll put them online and send an email to the voter saying, hey, your ballot's now available, and then they can have that at that point.
So historically, do you think this is enough time for a service member to receive and then cast their ballot to be counted in time on Election Day?
Based on the Military Postal Service Agency's recommended mailing dates, 30 days is the maximum time for folks aboard ship and deployed overseas, so the 45 days should suffice.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you both for being here today. I want to again thank the chairman and the ranking member, and with that, I yield back.